The best local sports coverage. KJCT 8 Sports.
And welcome back, folks. November is almost here, which means it's time to start the segment that I'm sure everybody missed over the summer, and that is Chump the Chab, the segment that sees if I've still got what it takes to compete with the best athletes here on the Western Slope. Now, a few months ago, the last time we went through Chump the Chab, I did one of the more crazy stunts that I've ever done. I took on a state champion wrestler, Jesse Hofschneider, who's just an absolute stud on the mat, a state champion, been to the state title 3 times, and he absolutely destroyed me. Now, when I told everybody that's what I was going to do, the biggest question was, why? Well, after you see what I'm about to do for this one, you're going to say the exact same thing, and in fact, you might think I'm crazy. First segment of Chump the Chab for this series, and it involves Luke McLean from Palisade Football. And we are back out here for another exciting edition of Chump the Chab in the land of the Peaches, also known as Palisade High School. I'm joined here by Luke McLean, star quarterback and linebacker, correctly, from Palisade High School. Been that for the last 4 years, been one of the more prominent players in all of 3A here, and an absolute stud when it comes to Palisade football. And you're probably wondering what I'm doing suiting up against him, because as you can see, he's got such a huge size advantage on me. But we're going to have a little bit of fun and let Luke show you exactly why he is one of the best players in all of 3A, especially here on the Western Slope, as we're going to do 2 quick drills. One where Luke gets the ball and tries to score a touchdown on me. I'm going to give you a hint that he probably will succeed in that endeavor, but I'm going to try to tackle him nonetheless. And also, then we're going to give the ball to me, and I'm going to see what I can do to try to get by him. So, should be thoroughly entertaining. I'm hoping I don't get killed, but I have told Luke not to hold back on me, so it should be a lot of fun, and we will see if Luke McLean can chump the chop. You hit those guys on the field? Well, that went about as I expected. Luke knocked me on my butt twice, and I'm still seeing stars a little bit, so I'm sorry if I sound incoherent, but I think it just goes to show you just how tough it is, number one, to play football at Palisade, and number two, to play in the 3A WSL, because Luke is a star in that league, and he's got to be able to hit like that in order to be able to just get by, I'm pretty sure, right? So let's talk a little bit about this season. This is your 4th year now playing, and your senior year. You guys have been slowly climbing that ladder each and every year, getting back to what Palisade is used to, competing for state titles. Talk a little bit about this season and how things have been going, and also just looking back on your career, how it's been for you.
Well, first of all, this season our team, we faced a lot of adversity so far, and right now we're working on climbing out of that. Starting on Friday is a must-win game for us, just like every game. And just looking back over my career, I really value all the relationships I've built here. I've built so many relationships with so many people that will last a lifetime, and I think that's the number one thing here.
Let's talk about your future in football. Obviously, like I said, you've been one of the best players in the conference and in the state for the last 3-4 years. And what's your future look like when it comes to football going forward?
At this point, you have about as good as idea as I do. I don't really have one right now. I just want to play this season and really focus with this team and playing with all my best friends in high school, because how much of a great time we have. I just want to focus on that, and then after this is all done, then maybe I'll take a look into all of that stuff.
Luke, we certainly wish you the best of luck. It's been a lot of fun watching you these past 3 seasons, and want to let you know you're going to be getting a gift card to Enstrom's for knocking me out. So we appreciate you participating, and best of luck the rest of the season. We're always rooting for Palisade. We love watching you guys play. So thanks again for participating, and he was just as good as advertised, folks. Luke McLean, the latest person to chump the chop. Now, we only shot that a few days ago, so in case you're wondering, yes, I am still a little bit in pain. I've still got my battle wounds right here on my wrist. Still a little bit tender. I have iced it down, and it's gotten a little bit better, but the swelling still there, and my shoulder unexpectedly has also flared up a little bit. But don't worry, I am just fine, and if you happen to know Luke McLean or you happen to see him around town, go to school with him, whatever, I beg of you, please do not give him a hard time for treating me the way that he did, because, like I said, I deserve it, I asked for it, I'm the one that came to him about it and challenged him to a Chump the Chab, and I told him not to hold back, and he did just that. Like I said in the piece, he was just as good as advertised. The kid is a load. He's incredibly tough to bring down, number one, and incredibly tough to get by. So as you can see, if he chooses to have a future in football at the next level, I'm pretty sure he will find a place somewhere. Luke McLean, a very talented individual, and the first recipient of an Enstrom's gift card for someone chumping the Chab this go-around. The Chump the Chab is going to continue throughout the month of November. That's the first one here. Make sure to tune in next Monday as we will have another exciting edition of Chump the Chab ready to go for you. Until that time, I am Ahmed Shabra, and we are back after this.